Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Dr. Drjloknows. Today I want to talk about motivation. And motivation, as we all have experienced from time to time, is something that some days we have and some days we don't. And motivation is very much intertwined with depression. It, in fact, is one of the hallmark features of depression, where you just don't really want to do much of anything. You want to stay in bed. You really don't want to do anything. You don't want to shower. You don't want to brush your teeth. You don't want to go to work. You don't want to exercise. You don't want to eat healthy. You just want to sit in your, you know what, SHI. You can fill in the other word. And when we feel that way, we need to honor that, because sometimes life can be very overwhelming and we just need to give ourselves permission to be in that rabbit hole. But here's the kicker, that can't last too long. So we have to find the happy medium between sitting in your and forcing yourself to get up, get out, accomplish one small thing in the course of a day, until we allow ourselves and must allow ourselves to feel good about that very small accomplishment, so that we can continue, that we can maintain that little bit of progress. And a lot of people have trouble giving themselves props for doing these small things, because we think, of course I should be getting dressed or taking a shower and brushing my teeth. That's a no-brainer. You don't get props for doing what you're supposed to do. However, in true clinical depression, yeah, you do. You are supposed to give yourself props for that. You are supposed to be proud of yourself, because sometimes that's all the energy you've got. Remember the 6 ounces thing? You know how much discipline it takes to do difficult things? For people who are clinically depressed, it takes all 6 ounces to brush your teeth, to take a shower, to get dressed, to go to work, blah, blah, blah. And if you can do all of that feeling unmotivated, then you must give yourself props. You must feel good about that. Otherwise, it's very hard to get up and do it again. And every day you do get up and are able to do the basics, I want you to try adding one more thing. That might be going for a 5-minute walk. That might be, making a healthier meal. But give yourself permission to do it in stages. You don't have to do the whole kit and caboodle at one time, because motivation is a super difficult thing to create when you don't have any. And the point of this matter for me is that in 33 years of being a therapist, I have not discovered the magic bullet of one thing to say to people to get them ready to go. Other clinicians may have, and that is amazing, and I'm envious of that. But motivation is such a difficult thing to create when you simply don't have it. So the phrase "just do it," easier said than done. And I just want to give you a little permission that if you're really down the rabbit hole, it's okay to be there. But you do have to make a commitment to the commitment of getting yourself out of it eventually. So I really appreciate your tuning into Dr. Drjloknows. I thank you for it a whole lot. And I'm not suggesting that you stay in that rabbit hole. I'm suggesting that you give yourself a little bit of time to be there and then work really hard to get out, because motivation is a really tough thing if you don't have it. So thanks so much for tuning into Dr. Drjloknows, and I really appreciate your stopping by.